What's going on, y'all? It's your man Hanley from On the Line with around episode 92 of Car Chats. We got Rico Blox coming on, OG, a veteran from Montreal. You guys know my feelings about Rico Blox. Got love for him all day. Shout out to our sponsor, Diamonds Rising. Got the strap back hat on right now. High horse on it. FN for the owner. Mickey O'Brien, what's going on, bro? We'll be talking tomorrow. Mickey O'Brien, everybody go follow him now. Rico Blox has just jumped in. He's going to send a request, and then we're going to get to it. Hope everyone's having a good Monday. I'm already trying to forget mine. Me too, bro. I'm looking forward to tomorrow, Mickey. Definitely. I hear a lot of good things. And I hear about that Australia tour that's going on. That's dope. I want to accept Rico Blox. There we go. Yo.
What up, man?
My man's in a car, too.
Fucking right. We gonna do car chats. Let's do it right.
Everyone always asks me, they're like, yo, do I need to be in a car? I'm like, don't worry, bro. You don't have to tell me if you're broke or not. If you have to do it from the crib, you can do it from the crib. So,
yeah, man. It's figured I'd be more comfortable chilling in the car.
Right. So give everyone a little introduction, and then we'll jump into a conversation. What's going on, everyone? Thanks for joining.
What up, everybody? Your boy Rico Blox, Chamonix's finest, Real City. What up? Montreal represent, as you can see here.
Is that the
right?
Regulators one?
Nope. This is the new era official, but I got my Regulators one sitting proper, guy.
I need one of those. I was just telling homie the other day. I was like, yo, I need one of those.
Hell yeah. Man, those shits is fly, man.
Definitely.
Those shits are super fly. Shout out my man 730. Shout out Massive Hype Out. Shout out Jimmy D, man. Shout out the Regulators, man.
Yo, imagine what the AI would have done if you had that hat on.
Hold up, I think we got some bad connection. What'd you say?
Imagine what the AI would do if they had that. You had that hat on.
Right, I do. Yo, believe it or not, I have some AI pics where they rearranged the logo and shit.
Oh man!
Yo, shout out to my man Insta Hustle, P Hustle, Renegades is in the building. My crew's in the building. Shout out my man Shane as well, man.
Shout out to everybody tapping in, man. I appreciate it. We appreciate it. So, yo, what's new? How's the project going? I know you have a few releases out right now.
But you cutting out.
God damn it.
That's what these things are, right? Fucking internet.
I'm telling you. So the releases you have out now, how are they going?
Good, man. I mean, yo, it's always slowly but surely. You know what I mean? Like, it's a slow burn, but people keep it moving, keep it pushing. You know, the video for King of the Jungle is doing actually better on the Reels than it is on YouTube. But that's normal because most of the time where people are going to see it first is going to be on a Reel, on Facebook, on Instagram, so it's been a little bit trickier to drive people to the YouTube for that. But, I mean, it's doing good. I think altogether with the Reels and the TikToks, we're somewhere around 6,000 views or something like that. So
the one I posted has like 1.2K now.
Yeah, but that's the same. Like all together, when I combine all the different reels and stuff, like we're easily 6, almost 7K. Like it's you know, it's good, and I'm happy with that. You know, obviously, I want people to go to the YouTube. So if y'all listening, go to my YouTube, youtube.com/Rico Blox. Subscribe to that. The King of the Jungle video. What's also tricky is that it's my first video on my official Vivo page. So it's linked, but it's not on my actual Rico Blox page for some reason. They still have it. So DistroVid still hasn't worked that out yet. So if you look up Rico Blox King of the Jungle, that'll be the first search result. And then you can subscribe to my Vivo page as well. So we just trying to get that up and just prepping for some new releases. My group is back. It's been a couple years. I've been planning to bring them back to the scene. We just did remix to my next single is called No Mercy. And there's a remix of that featuring Renegades, featuring my group. So shout out Reggie Charles, Benny De Niro, P Hustle. The shit is fire, bro. Had to squat up a little bit.
So, like, it's been, you're on a hiatus for a while there before you came back. How do you feel now that you're back? You feel like it's more, you feel like it's more
It's
of a
good.
challenge?
I mean, it's been a little bit of a challenge in the sense that I'm still, when I took my hiatus, we were still in the blog era. So
Exactly.
streaming just started. So it's still getting a little bit acclimated to that. But I'm getting there. Like the old man can still learn a few new tricks, you know what I'm saying? Like we getting there and we doing good. The streaming numbers are all right. I mean, we're not in the hundreds of thousands, but every joint eventually gets to at least 10,000. So I really can't complain. I got a great core fan base, and it's adding new people every day. So we're seeing growth. The important thing is growth, right? Like I tell people all the time, especially for up and coming artists, if you're watching this, listen, the numbers don't mean shit. What matters is the growth.
Yes.
Shout out Benny De Niro again, one of my crew members in the building. I love seeing the support. But yeah,
I was just gonna say you just joined.
Yeah, man. Growth is what's important, bro. If your numbers stay growing, Facebook and Instagram will keep telling me, hey, you've reached this many more people than you usually do. And I'm getting these updates and I'm going, well, then we're doing something right.
Exactly. You feel like you changed in your style when you came back at all?
I mean, no. I mean, I think my style just evolved. You level up. I think my pen game is eons beyond what I used to do. So that's something that, the 9 years off was beneficial is I never stopped writing. I just stopped recording.
That's like the same thing with me.
Yeah. And my pen game right now is at a level.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't think there's very many pens in this city that can fuck with me. And I say that humbly. Like, I respect the GOATs. I'm friends with a lot of them. All the legends in this city, they know how I feel about them because I tell them every time I see them. But I'm easily, and I can say this with complete confidence, I'm easily top 10 pens in this city. Now, whether people translate that to best music or best songs, but lyrically, very few can fuck with me right now, where I'm at right now.
Yeah, bar for bar.
Oh, shout out my man, Midnight Special, Reggie Charles in the building. So the whole crew's in the building. That's amazing.
See, that's what I mean. That's why I do this shit.
I like that.
These are done.
Shout out Knox too, man. My man Gats is in the building. Stewie on the beat. What up? So, BP the first. What up?
You've been working with Leon Stone a lot lately. Were you working with him prior to the hiatus, or were you just recent after?
No, I met him 3 years ago now through one of my best friends, and we just been working together nonstop since. Like that's my in-house. Like that's my partner in crime. Like I get beats from everybody else. So like Stewie on the beat, like Gats, my man Gats, Northern Beat Society. A shout out Peter West. I got beats from them, so we got some stuff we're gonna be working on. I still got beats from other people, but for the most part, Leon Stone is the go-to. Like that's gonna be going forward forever, bro. Like I don't think that's ever gonna stop. Like he's the premier to my guru. You know what I mean? So we gonna keep working.
What makes him so special to you? Like to your patent game and like.
Well, I mean, listen. At the end of the day, it always boils down to can he make a beat that moves me.
Yeah, and I remember, like you said, like when you took the hiatus, it was the blog era, and that's when I was listening to you most. You know what I mean? So I remember Rico Blox from then. You know what I mean? The Rico Blox now. I mean, it's a blend of like pre-hiatus to post-hiatus.
Yeah, but I think so. One, Stone. First of all, Stone's an R&B singer, right? Number one, and producer. So his vibes are going to lean to R&B, but that's okay for me because at the end of the day, I'm a very big R&B head. I can be melodic. But Stone knows how to make a fucking beat for a spitter like me. Like he's versatile.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we cook up. Yo, the King of the Jungle beat. So I'll tell you all a funny story about the King of the Jungle beat, right? So I send a couple producers this sample that I wanted to do. It's from this like I don't know what else to call them, but like a choir group called Delta River or something like that. Anyways, the song's called Hold My Hand. So I send this sample to a couple of producers,
Yeah.
and everybody's sending me their version, and I'm thinking, well, whoever gives me the best one, I'm gonna rock with that.
Right.
So Stone sends me a version of the beat, and it's dope, but like I keep feeling like it needs to be filled out more, right? So I'm at his crib, and I'm like, what if we add this? What if we add this sample? What if we do this? And he's like, nah. And I was like, nah. He's like, nah, what you want to do doesn't really fit the beat. And we have a little debate, you know, and I'm sitting there like, nah, it fits. Like, I think it sounds dope. And he's like, nah. He's like, you know what, man? He scraps the whole sample,
Reggie Charles.
starts playing with the drums, starts playing with some of it, and all of a sudden I hear what the beginning of King of the Jungle beat is. Like, he literally just made it on the spot.
Yeah.
And within 30 seconds of the beat he was creating, I was like, okay, well, now I'm going in. Like, fuck it. Like, so that's the funny story. But he adapts to my style. I adapt to his. We got stuff in the works that people are not going to expect, too. Like, we're working on some Afrobeat shit right now that nobody's expecting from me or from him, or, you know what I mean? And it's going to surprise a lot of people. And it's fire, and it's not, I'm not compromising what people are used to for me, because I can do anything. Like, I'm not limited. Like, you listen to the singles, Risk It All is different from King of the Jungle. Like, and I have I could do a billion joints like Risk It All.
Yeah,
That's my kind of shit too. People assume that I'm a old head, like boom bap. And I'm like, bro, every time a producer, the first thing that they tell me is, yo, I'm gonna send you some boom bap beats. I'm like, you know, you could send me something else, right? Like, don't feel in the box of like, hey, this guy's a bar spitter, let's send him a boom bap. Like, that's boring to me. I love boom bap, but I don't want everybody's first impression is send him a boom bap beat. Nah, send me whatever you think is your flyest shit and let me rock. Cause then I can get creative and I can do some shit, you know?
Word up.
So
these singles you've been dropping, so you have Risk It All, you have Set It Off with Cuesta, you have All I Need with Boy Blue, then you have King of the Jungle, and I'm missing one. I know I'm missing one.
no, that's, I mean, those are the ones. The rest is just a bunch of features that I've done.
Yeah, so are those singles leading up to an EP or an album, or are you just dropping singles?
They're leading up to a project. But they're not
months.
But they're not on the project.
No, I get it. It's the rollout.
You know what it is I'm creating a back catalog for streaming. Because like, since only a few of my joints pre-streaming era were something I was willing to put on the streaming platforms, like my first two mixtapes will never be online. Just never. You had to be there. You know what I mean? So I had to create a back catalog so that when I do put out new shit, people can go back and dig in and listen to some fire. So that's what that is. I'm just having fun with it while I work on the album. The album is, I don't want to say it's very different because it's still me, but like, we're going to get a lot more personal because it's actually technically, despite me being 42, it's going to be my debut album. I've done mixtapes, I've done singles. I've not done the official debut album, so I've been working on that quietly with a legendary Munchie. Yo, shout out to Saji, man. Northern Lights. It's a motherfucking legend in the building.
Word up. Yo, respect. Man, I'm telling you, man. Yeah. You do have an upper echelon pen, bro. I'll say that.
Thank you. I appreciate it, man. And I work on it. If I'm cocky about it, it's because I know I work on it. You know what I mean? Like, it's an earned confidence. So I appreciate when people recognize it. So I appreciate that a lot.
You know how I feel about your music and shit. So like, I'm always straight up about it. Like, I'm honest about music. If I like it, I like it. If I don't, I'm just gonna say I don't. And if you're mad, I'm sorry.
Yo, from day one, you've shown nothing but love and support, bro. And constructive criticism if it was necessary, if you felt it. Like, that's what I like. Like, our relationship is, you're always as honest with me as I am with you, bro. When we keep it like that, we keep it 100. That's why it's like, let's even take it there. I made the post about not charging for features.
It's rare to have that shit.
Right? exactly. But see, I made that post about not doing features for free anymore, and you posted a comment saying like, I know for a fact if it's the right people, he won't charge. Like we talked about. But exactly, like why would I charge you for a feature when you've built relationship equity? And that's something that I think in that post that I wrote on Facebook about charging for features and shows, I think a lot of people misconstrued the fact that I'm like, I have no problem doing any of those things for free for people who built up a relationship equity.
Yeah, exactly.
This is for random people who hit me up in my inbox and I've never fucking met you before, don't know you. And it's not even like, hey, what's up? I'm a fan. It's, hey, man, think you would hop on a song with me? Sure. 200, 300 a verse, whatever, you know, like, or people who hit me for shows and it's like, hey, yo, buy into the show. Like I've had somebody try to book me for a show and he was like, yo, I want you to come and kill that stage. So dude in Toronto, he's like, I want you to come kill that stage. I said, cool. So what's the, you know, what's the pay? He's like, well, there is no pay. I go, how many artists are on the bill? And he goes, 45. Yep. I go, get the fuck out of here, bro.
That's what it is.
What do you want me to do with 45 artists on the bill and I'm not even getting paid? And I didn't ask you for the opportunity. You reached out to me and tell me, I need you to come kill this stage. See, to me, that's where there's a lack of respect, fundamental lack of respect. When you think you can reach out to somebody, tell them you need them, but are not even willing to fucking pay the trip there.
Yeah.
Like, let alone pay me for the show. I would have had to pay the gas. I would have had lodging. Like, he's not going to give me a hotel. So what the fuck, bro?
Yeah.
So that's why I got kind of fed up, and I was like, okay, let me set this straight, bro. I've been very nice to a lot of people, and I'm very happy that I did. I don't regret any of them that I've done, but
I think you held back just out of respect for people, just to see what's up and who's what, and then now you're just at the point that you're like, fuck it, I need to speak it.
Well, it's a business. You know, at the end of the day, it's a business. You know, one thing I said in that post, and it still reigns true, is motherfuckers don't understand. When I go to work, I get paid. Why is it when I go to work in music, people think they can not pay me? Work is work. You pay people. If you want somebody to come do work for you, you pay them. If you're renovating your house, you pay the contractor. It's like every other realm of the world, people understand this except for music.
Yeah.
But if it's music and we say, hey, I got to charge, it's like, oh, you got an ego, or oh, you think you're big shit, or like, no, bro, you just fucking, like, I'll break it down for people who don't understand, right? Let's say somebody asks me to do a feature for them and they're not paying me, right? Let's be real honest about how this works out. One, I have to determine whether they're providing the studio or do I have to go to the studio and fucking record, which means if I have to go to the studio, I got to pay for the studio time. So already I'm starting at a loss because it's not my song, right? Yeah. And if the artist doesn't promote it, it's not going to do anything for me, which is often the case, right? We do features and then the artists don't fucking promote the shit. Yeah. If they're not going to give me my splits, which happens a lot as well, and I've chosen friendships over those splits. Like, I've chosen to forego certain splits for certain people instead of making a big deal about it because I respect those people. But does it make me want to do another one and another one and another one? No, because DistroKid or TuneCore or whatever, any of those fucking distributors has the option to set up the splits. It's a 2-second thing. Yeah. So now I'm already, let's say, if I'm minimizing an hour in the studio to do the feature. So I'm already, let's say, $50 down. The gas I spend to go to the studio back and forth, let's say $10. I'll be real nice, $10, right? The time and energy I take out of my day where I could be doing something else, again. So all of that, even if it means I spent $80, it's still $80 out of my pocket to do you a favor. What the fuck? Yeah. Like, find the logic in that. I'm doing you a favor and it costs me $80. Like, what the fuck? There's no reciprocal. Most times I tell artists, if you pay for the studio time, you bring me to the studio, I don't give a fuck about money. I don't rap to make money. I would like to, because I still have to operate it as a business, so I'm not stupid. I'm not going to say, no, I'll do this for free forever. But if you pay the studio time, I'm there. and if I respect your shit, because I'm not going to work with people I think are whack, I won't even take money from somebody who I think is whack. So that's another thing, have integrity.
Yeah.
If I don't like your shit, it doesn't matter if you offer me $10,000, bro.
That black kid just lost all his integrity the other day. Completely. For $1 million? Fuck that shit. I mean, yo, I wish I had it, but fuck that, bro. To go that deep into the hole, like you're really sad.
Yo, that shit is funny,
Even
bro.
if it was a trolling move, like it's still not cool.
But bro, he wrote the line in his rap and said, "I got paid by a rat." Like, what the fuck, bro?
Integrity back, man. Like, he really went into like some weird era. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, is this?
But the thing, people are just fucked up right now, bro. Like, there's no like all the now. Don't get me wrong. We have to separate from what the street codes are to civilian life. This makes a difference, and people have a hard time different. Because I see a lot of civilian ass motherfuckers out there giving their opinion on who ratted, who this, and I'm like, the fuck do you know about this? You don't even have to live by that code.
Yeah, I can't see you.
You know what I mean? So.
I can see you being the detective. I can't see you being questioned.
Right?
Yeah.
First of all, half the people who are like, "Oh, he's a snitch," would literally give up their mama for a bag of Burger King in that interrogation room, bro. For a bucket of KFC, bro. Trust me, they're giving up whoever, guys. So.
Oh man.
And I'm not like a big street dude, bro. I've done the streets, I've been there, but I don't promote it. I'm not out there like that's not who I am. My moral code has nothing to do with the streets. If I don't believe in snitching, so I've seen this in plenty of interviews, and I think it's always worth mentioning that people don't understand. There's a difference between I'm outside my house, some dude run by and carjack somebody. The police stop, and I tell the police, "Yo, that's the dude that carjacked." Bro, I didn't snitch on him. That motherfucker did something to somebody. No, snitching is when you commit a crime with somebody else, and when you both get caught, you throw them under the bus.
Straight.
Like, people have to stop this idea of, like, if you talk to police, you snitching. Motherfucker, if the little old lady next to me gets her house robbed and I saw the dudes, you best believe I'm telling the fucking cops what they look like. That's
straight.
No, like, I'm going to prioritize the little old lady over the fucking idiots who went to rob her. Like,
yeah, it's
so people got their morals a little backwards right now, bro.
Differentiating it, man. They're like, if they're like, I'm a hip hop, they're like, oh, I'm a hip hop fan, so stop snitching. It's like, yo, shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
know,
but then
like, if someone
again, bro, I'm anti. You know, half the time when you see people do the free so and so, and I'm always like, y'all yelling free so and so for the dude that actually did the crime. You know what I mean? Like I get it. If your friend got falsely imprisoned, hey yo, free them, guy. Free them all fucking day. Free them till it's backwards.
Exactly. I got homies. I got it free until it's reversed. You know, but like they fucked up. I wish them well, but yo, you fucked up.
Yo, for real. If my homie stabs somebody, and gets locked up, trust me, there's not a T-shirt saying free so and so, bro.
Yo, remember how big those were back in the day? Everybody had one for someone. They're just like locked up.
Early 2000s, that was a big thing, bro.
A bag of chips and a soda. The guy's locked up for a night, and the guy has a T-shirt the next day. I'm like, what the fuck? He stole a bag of chips. He stole a fucking bag of chips. Yo,
that shit should be saved for people who are unjustly imprisoned, or people who may have done a crime but got way more time than they deserved. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I can understand you want to free your boy if he like fucking robbed a fucking bag of chips, but ends up getting 3 years. Nah, free him.
Yeah, no, for sure. But
you know, but if he gets a week, shut the fuck up. I'm not free yourself, bro. Don't steal chips. Like,
fucking gather bail money, dog. Like,
yeah, for real. Like, nah,
don't get a T-shirt. Start a GoFundMe, bro.
Facts, bro. Listen, if you got to steal a bag of chips, bro, you got bigger problems to worry about.
Fuck.
And don't get me wrong, I've been hungry and I've stolen to eat, so I'm not judging people for that. I don't want anybody to get that misconstrued. No, but there's better ways. There's better ways to do it than stealing a bag of chips and going to jail for it. Is all I'm saying, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and that happens, bro. And it happens, and it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But God forbid you, the dude the judge wants to make an example of because he had 5 other dudes for the same petty crimes before because you're fucked.
Yeah. So, to get back to the talk about the album, when you have an idea on when you're trying to put that out, or?
I don't want to necessarily start giving dates yet because there's still a lot of work to do on it. But I mean, it's going to be early 2024. I would say first quarter of 2024. Could be March at the latest, hopefully, if everything goes smoothly. But there's going to be other projects before that. So there's going to be an EP with Northern Beat Society, so with Gats and with Peter West. There's going to be a couple little things still. I think me and Stone, outside of these one joint a month things, we're also going to do a little EP with the Afro Beats joint. So there'll be bodies of work that are going to be brand new, that are not going to have singles that are already out before the album comes out. That's for sure.
A lot of people already know that, or is that something that you're just talking about now?
That's brand new. Nobody, I mean, I've maybe talked that there's going to be an EP with me and Northern Beat Society, but not like in detail or anything like that. Like I've kept most of it close to the vest.
Got another one.
Of course, I'm gonna save some exclusive shit for you, bro. Of course.
Word up.
Trust.
Yeah. And
yeah, honestly, I might if my car doesn't make it sound crazy on the phone, I might even give you a sneak preview of the new single.
Yo, you could do that right now if you want
to. I'm wondering. I'm debating if I can, because then I realize the song's in my phone, and if I connect the phone to the car, it's not gonna work.
Yeah,
I may have
all up.
spoken too soon. Now that I think about it, I may have spoken too soon because I don't know how the fuck I can make that work right now.
People can wait. They got the information. They can wait a little longer.
Yeah, it'll come, bro. But I just posted on my Facebook. Anybody who has me on Facebook, yo, Jimmy D, what up, man? Mm-hmm. Big shout out to Jimmy D, man. We were just saying shout out to Regulators and shout out to all of them, man.
Oh yeah.
Big up to Jimmy D. Man. But yeah, so like I just posted a preview of No Mercy that I had posted the night I recorded it, but it's on my Facebook page right now. Like the whole song, like people can watch me and Stone just stand there and fucking fake performance. Yeah. I call it fake perform because honestly, we had just recorded it. Stone didn't even remember the shit he said when he's talking shit at the beginning. So he's just like, because I made him, because with No Mercy, instead of putting a hook, I told Stone, go in the booth. And I want you to talk to me like you're Cus D'Amato and I'm Mike Tyson in the fucking corner of the ring guy in between rounds and like, kill this motherfucker. Kill this motherfucker.
Yo, these young cats are going to be like, what the fuck was that reference? They're going to go check.
Yeah. So a boxing trainer talking to his boxer in the ring, right? In the corner. Yeah. So Stone just goes off and he's got this voice that really carries. He's like, kill that motherfucker dead. Like, and then I go in. Like, I listen to him and I go in, bro. And so, yeah, I'm anxious for No Mercy. I mean, after this, I'm going to start doing real songs again for a while, because now it's been bars. Like King of the Jungle has no hook. This has no hook. Set It Off is barely a hook. like it's a hook, but it's just me saying set it off. Like, it's not really a big... Yeah, so soon we're going to get musical.
The verse on that track was dope.
What?
The verse on Set It Off was fucking dope.
The first one or the second one?
I can't choose.
So the second one starts with, I'm vengeance and rage, raised in the dark, patient and smart. It ain't safe to bathe with a shark, break them apart systematically. I sever several pieces of your anatomy and scatter each to places that can't be found geographically. Bro, that verse to me, that's one of my favorites that I've done in the last couple of years for sure.
That's the one I was talking about.
Yeah. The first verse got a really dope, like Jada Pinkett, like a set it off, like when that beat drops, like Cleo's Low Rider and Set It Off, I let it off. Like, it's got a couple of those, like, really, really dope bars. It's funny, I realized I used a Jada Pinkett Set It Off and a Queen Latifah Set It Off. Like, on Brisket, I'll have a Jada Pinkett Set It Off. And then on Set It Off, and then on Set It Off, I have fucking the Queen Latifah Set It Off reference. Like, I guess I had just been watching Set It Off in the last couple months before that, probably.
it's dope though, because when you use those references, it brings me back to shit, man. Like that's what's dope about your music. You know, you bring some nostalgia and shit when you're speaking. So like, people who understand the references will actually get an image of it.
Facts. Well, so that's how I write my punchlines, right? I want them to be visual.
Yeah.
Like when I say it, I don't want you to be. I don't want your brain to spend time trying to get it. Even though there are lines that I have that are specifically made for that too. Like I do have some lines that I know. Like, and my group could attest to this. I've said in the studio. I said, you see this line, or even my engineer Stone. They'll all tell you. I'll go, that line nobody's gonna get for like a year, and then one day somebody's gonna listen to it and go.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's the obvious ones that like. Bro, on King of the Jungle, there's a line that I think is so obvious, but I came to find out by people around me that it was not that obvious. Now, mind you, I think they're all tripping, like they're bugging if it's not obvious. But I said, so the setup is when they mention my name, I want ransom level respect. But the follow-up is cheer my name when it's bar time, dancing on the set. And nobody got the fucking layer of cheers, bar, to dancing. Cheer my name. When you walk in the cheers, they all say your name. Bar time, again, you're walking in the bar.
Hold on.
And then dancing on the set, Ted dancing, like it's, ooh.
Yeah, you were cutting out.
Oh, my bad.
No, it's all
yes,
good.
I said the cheer my name when it's bar time, dancing on the set, bro. Like,
yeah.
To me, it's obvious. To other people, well, I found out there's two types of people with that line. So I have a part of my friends that caught the idea of I said cheers and dancing.
Yeah.
That they caught. But they didn't really get the fact that when I'm saying cheer my name, I'm actually also referencing that everybody says your name when you walk into Cheers. When Norm
That's true.
walked in, it's like, Norm!
Yeah.
So cheer my name when it's bar time. Because Cheers the bar, Sam's the bartender, Sam is played by 10 Dancing, and I'm dancing on the set. Bruh, to me, it's a great fucking obvious punchline that it's 50-50.
I'm always too blitzed, so you catching shit like people. But like now that I hear like that, I remember the actors' last names and shit. I'm like, oh fuck. So well done.
Yo. Yeah, on the new single No Mercy.
Go ahead, bro.
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say
because I'm sure it'll come back to that exact point. So go ahead.
You put a lot of passion into your writing, bro, and you can tell when you listen to it.
Thank you, because that's what I give a fuck about. Like, I love beats. The beats is for me. You know what I mean? Like, the beats is to inspire me to write. Like, when I make music, I'll be really honest, I'm not thinking about other people. I don't make music for other people. Like, I've finished a song and said, like, yo, shout out my man Prof, shout out my man Carlos. I've written songs where I'm like, when I finish it, I'm like, oh, this kind of crowd is going to love this.
Yeah.
But I've never written a song for a particular crowd or for anybody. All I care about is I'm making music I want to listen to. I'm not ashamed to admit it. I bump my own shit.
Bro, everybody bumps their own shit. If they say they don't, they're fucking lying.
They all say they don't.
They're lying.
They all say they don't. Like, I'll get in the car, turn that shit up to the max when I'm driving around my hood. Like,
hell yeah.
I don't give a fuck. Because I make music I want to hear. Facts. Like, if that's the goal, why wouldn't I listen to it?
Facts. Okay, I think because Instagram cuts this shit off when it goes too long. So before we go, you want to drop some bars for the people?
Oh, they cut out.
Instagram is
I could drop some bars.
All right. Woo-hoo!
Well, so this good. It brings me back to what I was going to give a reference with a punchline. So there's a punchline on No Mercy. There's a line that says, forever blazing like Shonda Paul. Where my competition at? All you hear is crickets like Shonda Paul. And nobody's going to get it unless they watched a specific TikTok video where Sean Paul is explaining how the first time he did Shonda Paul in a song.
Yeah.
And everybody thinks when he says Shonda Paul, he's saying his name. Yeah. And in the video, he explains, he's like, I'm not. He's like, I was watching cricket. I love cricket. And my favorite player's name is Chanda Paul. So
Bro.
I see this and I go, forever blazing like Shonda Paul. Where my competition at? All you hear is crickets like Shonda Paul. I was like, bro, he made it so easy to get. He gave me something I could really work with. That's a fucking like substantial punchline. Let's see, like some bars. Okay, I came to put the game in the figure four. I've been getting real bullish like a minotaur. We outside, but I'm here sharing my inner thoughts. This ain't a gap in existence that I can bridge across. Not for sale, don't waste time asking what it'll cost. I only use 2. The fuck I need 8 other fingers for. Verbal intercourse, spit it raw. Even with the heart of a saint, I got a sinner's thoughts and a list of flaws. Need a verse? Bring a bag like Mr. Claus. Already beat the odds, I ain't afraid to risk it all. Wilson Fisk with bars, kingpin. Make you shit your drawers, cocksuckers. I could feed you all with a dick this large. Stripes and stars. Been had respect before likes and hearts. Your girl going down like Mario, that's what the pipe is for. Hands down my trousers, felt my Bowser, got a peach wet. Yoshi with the tongue game, got it twisted like Keith Sweat. Groundbreaking with each step, pound pavement like street sex. Clown rappers with fake chains, keep my foot on their green necks. I don't rock jewels, I just drop them, that's a unique flex. Any lack of respect, bloody your Nike fleece tech. Promises are expensive, but cost less than a cheap threat. Doctor to celebrity pets, I'm an elite vet. It's funny how in order to live your dreams, you gotta sleep less. You can kind of be caught in a deck of the hand you were dealt, but still can't cheat death.
That dream line was fucking
So that's
nice.
the first verse off of No Mercy.
That dream line was nice.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of my particular... You know what's funny? Like, me and Callie, like, my engineer, had this joke where it's like, I'll say some wild shit, and then I'll turn around and say some profound shit right after.
Yeah, Merker, Miyagi, man. Callie, man. He's fucking dope with it, bro. Shout out him, man. I was supposed to have him on the circle back and hit him up.
I'm telling you, that man is a godsend, bro.
He makes good music himself.
Yes.
You know?
He's a fantastic artist.
Bro,
fantastic artist.
Yeah, very, very, like, personable on his music. Like, very, like, it can reach a lot of people if the right people hear it. You know?
Yo, the thing about Callie is he's one of the most honest artists. Like, when you listen to his music, that shit is honest, it's vulnerable.
Yeah.
It's the shit I do that a lot of my fans don't end up hearing because I don't end up recording that. I write a lot of that shit, and that's how I've been putting the album together to give them that version of me. But, dude, Callie's just dope. He flipped that, was it the Brian Adams, that you can't tell me it's not worth fighting for. Like, he sampled that. It's on Spotify right now. Callie, you can't tell me. Bro, that song is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Or All My Bills Are Paid. Like, bro, I could go on and on. I have so much love for that man. Like, Callie is, to me, he's part of the team.
Yeah.
Like, whether it's official, unofficial, like, to me, Callie's part of the team. You know what I mean? Like, it takes him and Stone to make my shit right. Like, it ain't a solo effort. I just write. You know what I mean? I write, I rap. They each do part of the magic that creates what everybody else hears.
Yeah.
So, like, it's never a solo effort. You know what I mean? So, I need to make sure the love is given. And not enough rappers, you know, rappers do the Jay-Z thing and will shout out their engineer, but it's really just to be like, you'll turn me up in the book. Shut the fuck up. Like, show actual love. Because these engineers, man, first of all, engineers are not a dime a dozen. Sure,
no, it's hard to find.
There's a lot of people who can engineer, but that don't make them engineers.
No, like Callie's
you know
good.
What I mean?
You know Callie's good because he engineers different types of artists. Like not just like hip hop. He has like R&B singers there. He's got tons of different artists there. I'm sure he's had plenty of genres. And it takes a person with good ears to be able to mix all that type of shit.
Absolutely, bro.
You have to separate it. It's all different things. You have to separate yourself from each one. That's hard to do, man.
And reining the artist in. Yo, recording with me is not a piece of cake, bro. Like, recording me is not a piece of cake. Like, I tell people, bro, I don't like to punch in unless I have to.
Me too.
So I will do fucking 40 takes. I don't care.
Yeah.
You're just gonna have to deal with it. But Callie's able to show me when I got it right, so that I stop over perfecting it. Like once I got it right, he knows, because he knows what he can make sound the way it needs to sound.
Yeah.
You know, so it needs a good. First of all, engineers don't always have the balls to tell me something like that.
Yeah,
He has the balls. He'll tell me straight up.
most of them are just trying to get the finished product to sound good, but they don't have like the vision that you have for it. Cali kind of I feel like he just kind of takes in the energy and tries to do it how you envision it.
Yeah, because what he's good at is there's no judgment.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Cali ain't sitting there. Is it good? Is it bad? Like it's not. And once it's done, he'll have his opinion. But it's. I mean, I'm lucky. Like I think he likes the shit we do. You know what I mean? We get good. We get good reaction. But again, Cali's smart. He doesn't give that off, the good or the bad. So when you record, it feels non-judgmental. When you get the constructive criticism, it's easier to swallow.
Facts.
He's smart like that, because a lot of artists are way too sensitive for constructive criticism.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who really taking any criticism, bro. It's pretty, and like I'm just like, yo, you're gonna have a hard time, bro. Like, like if you're not willing to listen, then no one's willing to hear it.
Dog,
Sorry.
I've told this. I don't know if I've ever told this story before, but Magnum Expo Spit It remix, when Dirtwork was like, you could be on it, I sent him a verse because it had to be done fast. I sent him a verse, and he was like, nah, dog, this ain't it. He was like, nah, this ain't it. Go re-record something new. And I went and I did that shit, bro. Because you know what? One, it doesn't just take balls to do that. That's what being a real producer, not a beat maker, is. A producer knows how to get the best out of an artist. He knew in that moment I could do better.
Yeah, facts. And that's the thing.
And I listened, and boom, that's a legendary track.
People don't realize there's a difference between beat makers and producers. Everybody just thinks a beat maker is a producer because it says produced by. But like really, like if there's a producer,
half of y'all have never been produced for. Like half of y'all have never had your vocals produced. You went in the booth and the engineer recorded you and then cleaned it up.
Yeah.
And you had a beat.
Yeah, facts. Like having a producer, it's more work than people think. You're re-recording shit all the time, bro. Well, not all the time.
See, like I'm not a technical. I'm more of a Diddy-like producer. Like I'm like an executive producer in the way I operate, in the way I create. Yeah. That's why when I go to the studio, I bring Stone, I have Cali there, I sit them, and I let the mad scientists go to work, bro. I know what I need. I tell them this. I give them my notes. I go outside and smoke a spliff, come back in, listen, kick back. When it's mixing time, you got to know when you have the right mad scientist cooking. Having my actual producer there who made the beat, there's adjustments we can make. There's like, if people heard the original unmixed version of No Mercy and the mixed version, like, bro, we're talking about two different worlds, bro.
Definitely, man.
Mine is different in places. There's this sound effect, this. Like, there's a lot of post-production involved that people don't think. People just go in their, they record in their bedroom. So it's like a record a verse, send it off, they clean up the vocals, they put it out.
Yep. Yeah, man, that's the thing. That era we were originally in, that we were making music and shit, was so different than now that, like, they wouldn't survive.
Dude, I still have a hard time making songs that are shorter than 3 minutes.
Yeah, bro.
Like, the idea of it bothers me.
Me too. I don't like it.
It offends me.
Honestly, like, I'm not even following that trend, to be honest. I'm not even bothering. Like, if you listen. Like, people know me. Like, if I'm making a track, it's a fucking full track. Like, it's a verse, hook, and verse, and that maybe half the hook at the end. I'm like, it's like mixtape era. Fuck that shit.
Yeah. Well, dog, Set It Off might be the shortest of all the singles, and it's not even that short. But realistically, like, Risk It All is like almost 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And King of the Jungle is like almost 5 minutes. They're
See,
in the
yeah, man.
4 minute something range. I think Set It Off might be just under 4 minutes or 4 minutes, like something like that.
I
can't help it, bro. Like, I need the song to feel complete.
I don't feel like there's enough that I can say on it in 3 minutes. It's like
That's the biggest thing.
I'm not trying to summarize what I'm trying to put out. You know what I mean? Like if I wrote it as
Exactly.
I'm not trying to summarize my essay, bro. I'm trying to make you read it.
Facts.
See, like
bro, it's like when somebody asks me to do 8 bars, bro. Do you know how hard it is? Like, people do not get to. I'll always get a comment like, yeah, but it's half a verse. It must be super easy to write. And I'm like, no, because you don't know where you want to end. Yeah. It feels incomplete.
Bars, like what do you want, a chorus? Like,
but it happens a lot, bro. Like, honestly, perfect example. The song that came out a few weeks ago, Capital A Plus, featuring me, Bizarre, Beans from Rhythm and Flow.
Yeah, Beans, yo, fuck.
Like Squad Up song.
Yeah.
I had a 16 originally. They cut everybody's verse to 8. They cut everybody's verse to 8. That shit was rough for me, bro. Everybody's like, yo, the verse is crazy. And I was like, if only you heard the rest of it.
You should do.
Like, I literally said some wild fucking shit.
If you're on TikTok,
I said, that's how I cope with winning. Loud smoking women. Strippers racing to get the dick. That's a pole position. I'm prone to wisdom, I suppose, but ain't opposed to sinning. I take your bitch and make all of her twist on my Charles Dickens. Bro, that not being on the song was like, but the song's doing well out there. Like, it's getting attention, man. I'm lucky to be on it. You know what I mean?
Was that just, did someone call you up for that, or did, like, what was it?
Well, so it's a funny story, actually. Like, so Chris Major, 514 Smoke, shout out to 514 Smoke. Me and him constantly in contact. He's an old friend now, like, at this point. Like, when I was on my years off, he's one of the few people from the scene that still reached out to me. And that motherfucker's the realest dude ever, because years ago, he was locked up for something, and we were supposed to do an interview. So he fucking called me from his jail cell, B. Like, he called me from prison and wasted that time interviewing me. I'm like, dog, you good? Like, that's a real motherfucker, bro.
Yeah.
So the story goes, he sends me a song and he says it's going to be me, an artist that he fucks with, Fat Zoe. And yeah, so we're supposed to do us. So I do the verse, do the full 16. I even made a hook for it, actually. Send it to Fat Zoe. He put his verse, everything. Like, no. He had already put the verse. So I ended up getting a version that had his verse on it. And yeah, so at that point, I find out Midnight's going to be on it from Montreal, right? Yeah. Shout out to Midnight. And then so I bump into him in the studio not too long after he laid his verse, a couple days after. So everything was supposed to be that. It was supposed to be the three of us. But something happened, and one day Chris hits me up and he goes, hey, yo, you can post this soon. And he sends me the cover art, and I see me, Bizarre from D12, Beans from Rhythm and Flow, Chip Fu, Mega Sean. Mega Sean is dope. Mike Norris. Who else is on that? Capital A Plus. It's this song. Like, he's the one who ultimately put it together, but it got brought to me by Chris Major, like, at the end of the day. Well, so it's opportunities like that, man. Like, just, bro, I feel like if you build good relationships with people, you keep it real with people, like, the thing that gets me half of the opportunities, the features I do, I'm not chasing after them. But to believe it or not, these are not even the people that respond to, like, if I post on Facebook and say, yo, booking features, email me, blah, 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 blah. This is never that. None of my features happen that way. They happen so organically, it'll be like I'm chilling with somebody's like, yo, want to hop on this joint? Yeah? Let's go.
It's kind of like that one I just told you that fell in my lap the other day.
Right.
I can't say it, but I hope you. I figure you know.
Yeah. No, I know exactly what you're saying. I remember.
it kind of just like fell out of nowhere, and I'm like, they're like, you want to jump on? Like, yeah. First track back, and that's who's on it. Yeah, I'll jump back on it.
Fucking right, bro. Listen, years ago I fumbled getting a MOP feature.
Bro, that's heartbreaking. I feel that.
Pick that up one day. Mark my words. I'm gonna figure that out. Like, it's a fucking crazy long story, but like, I mean, I say fumbled it only in the sense that I had the opportunity and didn't pursue it.
Right.
Like, it's not like I fucked up anything.
Yeah.
Like, I just didn't pursue it. But man, like, bro,
yeah,
I'm gonna get that done one day.
When you got a feeling in your soul.
Yeah.
But
yeah, that one definitely is tough, bro. That one is definitely fucking tough.
As I know sooner or later you're gonna be working with the people you want to work with because your pen is fucking dope. And I don't want this shit to cut us off, so I'm gonna quickly let you do a little outro, and I'm gonna just take us out. But go ahead, let them know where to find you, let them know what's up, and then we'll take it out. We'll have you back on soon, bro. It's always dope talking to you, man.
Always, man. So, what's the outro? You can find me at Rico Blox on pretty much everything. RICOBLOX. Except for on Facebook, it's 2 words. But on Instagram, on TikTok, on Threads, on whatever, RICOBLOX. Rico Blox, 1 word, at Rico Blox. So you can find me on Spotify and on Apple and all that as well. That's Rico Blox. Not all 1 word, 2 words, Rico Blox. On any of those platforms as well. So yeah, man, and there's gonna be some new shit coming in the next month. I'm cooking, so keep a lookout for that, man.
Most definitely, bro. So again, everybody, it's Rico Blox, episode 92. Card Chats on our road to 100 episodes. We got someone for the 100th episode. It's going to be a very good surprise. I think people are going to be very surprised at who it is. But shout out Rico Blox for coming on. I'm your man Hanley from On the Line with our sponsor, again, Diamond Rising. Make sure you go check them out. Try to cop some merch. My guy in Hobbs, New Mexico. We're doing cross-border promotions. And anybody that needs an interview, you know to hit me up. Follow me. Follow Rico Blox if you're not following. Thanks for tuning in. And make sure you run the numbers up on this episode. And check the bars Rico dropped. And, I appreciate it, my dude. And
my man.
We'll chop it up soon, like usual. Peace.
Always love, brother.
Always.
Peace.